Class, we have done small discussion about elements in the previous video. Now in this video, we discuss about the term basic unit, classification and the symbol of different elements. Class, you all have must seen coal. It is also known as carbon. When we take a small piece of carbon, it is made up of number of carbon atoms. In this picture, a chain-like structure and that is gray circular diagram shows the carbon atom. So a coal is made up of such number of carbon atoms and all these carbon atoms are similar. They all are in the same in structure. It means an element is the collection of the similar atom. So we can say that an element is a pure substance composed of one kind of atom. And it cannot be broken down by any physical or chemical method. Now it is a picture of carbon atom. Atom is the basic unit of an element, means it is the smallest particle of an element which is made. When we look at this figure, in the center of the figure there is blue and red color balls. A blue color shows protons and the red color shows neutrons. It is the center of the atom and this center is known as nucleus. The blue color which shows proton are positively charged particles where neutron have no charge on it. And the black color lines which make the circular path and that lines around the nucleus are known as orbits. These orbits contain a negatively charged particle. That particles are known as electron. Here as green portion show the electrons in the circular path. And all carbon atoms are similar in their atomic structure. Due to the differences in the properties of the substances, elements are classified into four major parts, that is metal, non-metals, metalloids and noble gases. Here are some properties which differentiate between the metals and non-metals. First is a luster, malleability, ductility, conductivity. The first property is luster. Luster means shine. All the metals are lustrous in nature like gold, silver, copper. All these things made up of are shiny in their nature. On the other hand, non-metals like sulfur and red phosphorus are non-lustrous, means they don't have shine. Now next is your malleability. Malleability is the property of any substance to be converted into thin sheet like a gold. Gold can be converted into a thin sheet. The similar properties have aluminum, aluminum foil, aluminum sheet. Aluminum is a metal which has a high tendency to be malleable. On the other hand, non-metals are non-malleable in nature. They cannot be beaten into thin sheet. Like a carbon, when we beat a carbon, it is converted into a powder form. Now ductility. Ductility is the property of an element which is converted into a wire, like a copper wire, aluminum wire. Copper and aluminum are the elements which can be drawn into a wire. On the other hand, non-metals cannot be drawn into a wire like a phosphorus. When we beat or stretch a phosphorus, it gets converted into a powder form. And the other property is conductivity. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity, means they can flow heat and electricity through them, whereas non-metals are poor conductor of heat and electricity. So electricity cannot flow through the non-metals. Now next is your metalloids. Metalloids are the elements which show the properties of both metals and non-metals, like a boron. Boron is non-lustrous and it is used as a semiconductor which conduct the electricity. Next is your noble gases. Noble gases are unreactive gas, means they do not react with any other elements. And that why it is also known as a inert gases. There are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. Are these all called noble gases because they do not react with any other substances. Now it is clear to everyone how the elements are classified on the basis of their properties, that is metal, non-metal, metalloids and noble gases.